Exercise 16-14. It's a fun little problem where they give us a bunch of information and we just have to put together a nice little income statement and calculate some inventory balances. So not a whole lot new here. I think you've seen part of this in the other problems that you've done so far. So yeah, let's just jump right in on this one. So in part A, we're going to do an income statement. And so an income statement, we start with revenues, and it says that we had $1.4 million in revenues. And then it tells us that our cost of goods sold right here is $789,000. So that gives us our gross profit of $611,000. And so the next thing we need is our non-product cost, so our period cost of our selling expenses. So it gives us that at 316. Whoops. And our admin cost of 125. Too many zeros. So that's going to give us net income from operations of 170,000. Not too much to it. So then part B, we just need to calculate the inventory balances. And so we have our three inventory accounts. We have our materials inventory, our work in process inventory, and our finished goods. And so it tells us the very first off that we had purchases of 400,000. And then it tells us we used 343,750. I'll make that a negative in production. So that means we have an ending materials balance of 56,250. So then our work in process inventory. So if we use 343,750 of materials, that means it's out of materials, it has to go somewhere, so it goes into work in process. So we just move that down to the work in process, and then we add in our direct labor, and it tells us that our direct labor is 295,000. And it says that the factory overhead rate is 75% of direct labor cost. So we got 75% times our direct labor cost. Oops, start out with an equals. So that means that our overhead applied is 221,250. And then it tells us that we transferred out 815. Getting a little carried away with my zeros here. So we transferred $815,000 out of work in process, giving us an ending balance of 45,000. So if it came out of work in process, that means it went in to finished goods. And so that's what goes into finished goods, and what goes out of finished goods is our cost of goods sold, which we already calculated up here. So that's going to leave us with an ending finished goods balance of 26,000.